Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs.
A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. And they are going to take possession of the football. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Newton. Safarian Jenkins has it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Patch it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Back to throw here. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So that one will be accepted.
Mike 41. I'm on.
On the counter, Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let him know.
He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Fant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And it's a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans push further out in front. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And we get a glance at something that they've certainly done well in this game, and that's block kicks.
And they've made it a mission. They've made it part of who they are. It's not just making good tackles, knocking the ball free on defense. It's going after kicks because that creates an advantage for their entire team.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got daylight past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Texans 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system. So
and he's into the clear. 30, 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 18 loss of a yard. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
2nd and 11. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We got this. 47 Mike.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this to Eckler. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go, fellas.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming. Watch twist.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Mike, you better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Go. It's run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
53, check 53. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end's right.
They'll try the air now with Newton. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, get excited, let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Here's 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One more time with Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Makes the score Texans 24.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You don't want no problem with me.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Jordan Leggett the target there, and that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Newton going deep for Hopkins, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Just like that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
44-yard line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
56.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Draw play, it's Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Going on the ground with Eckler. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. And this one complete to Smith. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Shoot!
He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
on every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet. They have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Ready? Let's set, ready? Let's go, let's go!
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check.
Newton on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
47. Come on out here.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, and the catch made by Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here is Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Davis now. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Eckler. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 1st down, Lindsey.
Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Interception, baby, all day.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
3rd and 2, Newton. He finds Humphreys. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5 now. Newton, he finds Hopkins complete.
Let's go! Let's go!
That's another Texans.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, the guilty party that time, Charles Leno Jr. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing is Newton. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Isaiah Wynn with a penalty. The former first-round pick back in 2018. After the penalty, it's Davis. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Newton now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
56.
On first down, it's Newton. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. Again, Newton. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, QB, come on.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
It's Eckler again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Safarian Jenkins has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Fant. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. A little check down to Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. The open man is Smith. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. Back to throw here, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Texans, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.